right. Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Want to give the honors to my apostle and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, why not this truth from, and citation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word and our truth, faith, and sincerity. And on today, man, just coming with a quick video, just showing everybody that they're coming after the whole 12. For some people who are ignorant unto the truth, they don't want to accept the northern tribe. And there's even some ignorant northern tribe people out here, man, who don't want to accept the southern tribe. But guess what? At the end of the day, Esau is going to gather us as a bunch. They're going to categorize us as a whole, no matter you be black, Mexican, Native American, Haitian, Cuban, all the way down to Issachar, man. Because again, Esau plan is to come after the whole 12. This guy have a specific agenda that he's pushing forward. And in order for that agenda to be accomplished on that new world order, Israel had to be out the way. Well, the true nation of Israel have to be out the way. Let's go ahead and start off right here in the book of Psalms 83. And let's start at verse 1. It says right here, it says, the Most High implored to confound his enemies. It says, keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. And the part of the Lord not keeping his silence is the Lord having his prophets out there on the highways and byways, man. That's a part of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua speaking, man, and not holding his peace, but calling his devil out in front of his face. We still have a job to do with prophesy against Mount Seir. And us doing it, ultimately, that's going to ruffle some feathers. Even you go back into the time of Nero, in that Christian, in 64 AD, 70 AD, you read in the history, it was Christians that was prophesying the downfall of Rome. And they did some things, to have an excuse to come after the Christians, man. Don't you think these guys is going to play the same thing today? Because one thing about a true Mashiach, he's not going to sit back and let wickedness continue to reign, man. Let's go ahead and go to verse 2. It says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. And it's Esau in all his pride. For the lack of bad words. But let's continue on though. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Real quick. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Let's get the word consulted real quick. The word consult. It says to seek information. That's why they got your IP address right here. Let's go down a little bit more. Real quick. To advise repeatedly, man. So these guys is doing many councils, whether it be the G7 summit, the Bilderberg meeting, even the things that we don't even know about. These guys probably meet every day, whether it be a phone call, a video chat, or anything. But again, one of the main topics that these devils is mentioning is Israel. And not just the regular Israelite who's on a corner, you know what I'm saying, like a wild boar in a net. No, the Lord is talking about Esau is talking about the Israel who the Lord is dealing with, the Israel of the Most High. Now, real quick, if I go back into the Psalms 83, let's just go ahead and get this right here. It says, Nevaeh, nation leaders rise alarm over reports of indigenous people being questioned and detained during immigration sweep. So when they're doing these sweep, it's certain northern tribe brothers who's getting categorized with others. Now, brothers who have experience, who've been around, you could tell the difference. Issachar, whether you work on a job and, brothers who have been around a Native American, a Gadite or a Reubenite, but Esau, he don't. So what he's going to do, he's going to gather y'all together, no matter if we have an excuse for it or not. really he's just going to try to have an excuse to try to come down on Israel. Let's read a little bit more of this. It says at least 15 indigenous people in Arizona and New Mexico have reported being stopped at their homes and workplaces, questioned or detained by federal law enforcement and asked to produce proof of citizenship during immigration raids since Wednesday. And again, 15 people since Wednesday, man. That's probably 6 days ago, you know, because this article came out Monday is Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday. So damn near a week they got 15 people. And right here they say at least, you know, it could be 1,500. We never know, because a lot of these Native Americans live on reservations. And let's say if they take out a whole reservations, then guess what? Certain questions won't be asked. Let's continue on. The reports, which have caused panic amongst tribal communities in both states, they don't think it's just going to stay between Arizona and New Mexico. It's going to spread, you know. It says, come amid the Trump administration attempt to ramp up undocumented immigrants arrests nationwide and mass a larger force to carry out the president's deportation pledge. CNN has reached out to the White House for comments. And again, they really don't want to say nothing on it. It's one little part that I had wanted to mention. Yeah, right here. It says Justin is so like it Justin Ahasteen, executive director of the Navajo Nation Washington office, said his office has not confirmed any reports of ICE action against Navajo citizens. And again, he's just a coon, just like Judah have Tyler Perry, you know. Gag got Justin Ahasteen. Basically, somebody who throw you on the bus. Continuing on, according to Ahasteen, one tribal member was involved in a raid in Phoenix. Ahasteen told CNN the incident was a wrong place, wrong time situation, and their tribal identification. Because again, in order to live on reservation, to be a true Gadite, man, it's papers on it, you know. So he showed his papers, and it's the same thing that the Romans did too. You know, you go into the Roman history of where he used to mess with you is to provide your papers, to provide your identification. And we already know that there is nothing new under the sun. It says, and was questioned while in custody, was not the intended target, but they still had him in custody, man. It says the person was released, Ahasteen said. So again, he was released probably a couple days after, man. His family probably called, you know, the job was looking for him. But at the same time, this is a way to show you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's not playing. You know, the Lord, he's been getting ready to ramp things up, and he's been getting ready to release Esau upon the planet Earth, you know? And this is what all these councils that these guys have been doing. This is what they came out with. We're going to use ICE, and that's going to slide way coming to the stormtroopers in there. Now we're going to have these people in the supermarkets, you know? It's going to slowly but surely and gradually introduce you to a martial, you know, a military martial law life. When the military is going to rule over you, and if you step out of line, they're going to put that thing on you, man. Let's go ahead and get this real quick. Going back into that Psalms 83, it says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. That crafty counsel is just, man, we're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna get the Issachar, you know, it's coming up Tally in there, you know, we're gonna get all of them, but yeah, we can get a couple of those Reubenites too now. That's that crafty counsel, man. And even says that in the book of Proverbs, the 4th chapter, how a lot of these wicked people don't go to sleep unless they push forth wickedness. Continuing on. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's their ultimate goal. They're not just coming after Judah. They're not just coming after Israel. They make Israel be cut off as a whole, man. So like they're not just coming out of Judah, they're not just coming after Ephraim, they're not just coming after Issachar, you know, they trying to wrap everybody as a whole. They're gonna lump us up as a bunch, especially the Israel of the Most High. Let's go ahead and get this Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea, the people of the world. Because even this guy, Sting, just and full of lack of better words, he is of the world, and it's going to be woe to him because he know what's going on. He know ultimately they're going to turn their back on him, and even this woman. All these people up here who's a bloodline Gadite or a bloodline Reubenite, guess what? These people in the background is going to turn their back against you, man. So woe unto you, and well deserved, because you sold out your people for a couple shekels. And a lot of Reuben and Gadite, they known for that. Selling out a whole tribe, for 2 white women in the bag of gold, man. Or selling a whole land for a piece of a diamond of a level, man. Esau have always got over on Gad and Reuben, but the true Gad and Reuben, the ones who know about the truth, who have some form of integrity, they're not going to stand for that, man. I'm going to get this in Genesis 49, brothers know I'm going, verse 19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome thee. Gad and Reuben used to Esau coming down on them, man. But this time it's going to be different. Why? It says, but he shall overcome at the last. And we are in the last days right now, man. So now it is a beautiful time for the Lord to make the northern tribe, what I mean by the northern tribe, Gad, to rise up, man. So let's go ahead and go back until that Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down. It's like, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the reason why we're rejoicing at this, because this is how we know that we are at the end of Bible prophecy, man. We're close to the end. Because they're coming down on Gad, but what it says at the last, Gad gonna overcome them, man. And don't think that it's just gonna be people that's just gonna go along to get along. No, it's gonna be people that's gonna go against the grain with these type of legislations that Trump is signing off on. And he ain't like he's taking his time with it. No, he's signing off like wildfire, different legislations, different things, and you probably won't see here until a month or two down the line. But you can see this right here, they are already ready for it. And where they're taking these people, they're not just shipping them over to Mexico, what detainment center they're at. They're not in no local county jail. We need to know what detainment center the immigrants at. And we know that Esau is not going to put that information out there. Why? Because the prophet's going to be on it. Let's jump down to verse 17. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the women and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. And that's the elect. Because even though, a lot of people are going to get caught in crosshairs, what is called the casualties of war. At the end of the day, Esau want the elect, man. It says, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua. And that's who Esau want to get, the ones who have the spirit of prophecy. Why? Because we're spoiling his plans. Going back into that Psalms 83, keep not silence. We're forewarning and telling you the things that the so-called white man is trying to do. And when he's trying to do, come after the whole 12. He's going to lump us up as a bunch so he can have an excuse to come down on us. So yeah, I pray that this video was edifying. I'm going to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. I'm going to give double honor to my apostle, Ellis Great Millstone, and Shalom.